came up with that?
I think it was Jack Nail. Mick Martin calls him Jack Nail. It's actually Jake Nile. I think that was, strangely enough, I just pulled that out of the paper that morning. There's so many articles written about the grand final and the lead up, and Jake had written about this, I'm sure, and so it got to the ground. So it wasn't a big plan that I'd been hatching all week. It was just you're always searching as coaches for little analogies that are just a different way of the players thinking about the game, and that one had resonance for us. That this was this side that just had taken all before them for the previous 18 months, as Mitch had indicated, and they were a great side, but there's also of the view that if we could stop them through the middle of the ground, then they were going to really battle. And it didn't all go on our terms. There was a pretty tough first half, and we were perhaps a little bit lucky that they kicked so inaccurately. But I'd like to think that we forced them to kick inaccurately as well, because of the way that we put on pressure through the middle of the ground.
Who drew the shark? Because there's a lot of pressure on the shark drawer. It's got to be a good shark.
As the captain, normally you wander in and just check the coaches and see how they're going. And I walked into the room, the coaches' room, 10 minutes before our team meeting when all the players come in, and there was this hive of activity. And normally it was pretty quiet. The coaches were getting their bearings, and they had the projector out, and they're on Google, and they're trying to find this picture of this shark. And we're literally, the players are going to come in a minute, and they've got the board out, and they've got the projector up on the screen, and they're in their own shadow trying to draw it. And I was thinking here about playing a grand final, and I was a bit overawed by the whole thing. And these coaches were having a laugh trying to draw this shark on the board. It was Ross Smith, I think.
Yeah, we had to get the projector, because I'd been working for the previous 20 minutes trying to get it, and mine were deplorable. So Jack Smith had a crack at it, and he couldn't get it either. So Nick Russell said, listen, we can get it off the internet here. Let's just put up an image and we'll just trace it onto these. So that's what we did. It was a pretty good bloody shark in the end.
Bloody good shark is what it was. That's why I wanted to know who drew it. So Brady, you walk into the team meeting room before the game and you see a shark on the board. What are you thinking?
Thought there was going to be a Greg Norman analogy or something like that. I thought, geez, he's one of the great bridesmaids. We don't want to be losing today, but it was always interesting team meetings. Clarko always